In this film, we are introduced to the luxurious apartments of the main character, Jang Fon-soo. Previously, he was a gangster, and now he has become a successful businessman. He has a beautiful wife, although their marriage took place through acquaintance. Jang is rich, but he has a small problem with workers, which he solves in his own way. After that, he goes to dinner at a posh restaurant where he unexpectedly meets his competitor. After casual conversation, Jang sends him away. This competitor, by the way, is Jang's father-in-law and a very influential person. They have joint business projects. Jang decides to go to a diner where he ate 10 years ago, but there is no one there. He does not even finish his food and is about to leave. At this time, a schoolboy appears in the diner who accidentally forgot his wallet, and Jang has to pay for it, for which the woman from the diner promised to help him. Then Jang goes to a business meeting, but his path is blocked. He gets out of the car, and at that moment, a schoolboy falls from the roof right on top of him. He ends up in the hospital, where the doctors call him a schoolboy. Walking through the corridors, he accidentally finds his own body and finally looks into the mirror. The doctors tell him that he has amnesia. Kim's father, that was the name of the schoolboy, convinces Chan that everything will be fine. Chan remembers what the woman from the diner told him and hurries to her. However, no one is waiting for him at the diner, and he is told that the establishment has been closed for several years. Failing to get answers, Chan returns home but does not have time to explain his problems. In a desperate attempt to get his body back, he tries to jump to his place but is stopped by a security guard to whom he also cannot explain anything. Realizing the hopelessness of the situation, he goes home with his father. Chan eats all the food his father cooked, although he himself did not want to, and heads to school. First, he needs to talk to the principal. Chan decides to find out why a senior climbed onto the roof and fell on him. He begins to get acquainted with the class and, entering the cafeteria, notices how one of his classmates is being bullied. He asks the bullies to speak more quietly, since they are disturbing him while he eats. However, the bully does not like how he does it, and after school they begin to sort things out. Chan puts the bullies in their place, stating that the rules have changed. His friend is shocked by such behavior. In the school toilet, the bullies try to get to his friend, but fail. Chan is right next to them. In the end, he takes the phone from one of the hooligans and finds an interesting video there. It turns out that Kim fell from the roof because of these hooligans. The next day, the gang leader scolds the boys for giving Chan the phone, fearing that Kim would tell the police. Chan convinces them that he will not go to the police, but he still has the video. Now they will not touch him and his friend. Meanwhile, Chan's competitor makes an interesting offer to his wife. Chan tries to get into his body again and meets with a security guard to whom he finally explains the situation. The head of security says that perhaps this is not bad, since Chan received 30 years to life, but he will have to serve in the army again. Chan comes home from school and sees his classmate drop a toy. He chases after her to return it and suddenly realizes that her mother is his old crush, whom he dated at school. Chan decides to conduct a DNA test, taking a lock of hair from his classmate. The next day, they try to get to the bottom of Kim's daughter again, but Chan stands up for her and decides to deal with the bullies. However, the security guard dissuades him and suggests finding common ground with his daughter by signing up for a gym together. Chan's wife lets him down, telling her father that he abandoned the family. Chan goes to the gym with a classmate and begins to get in shape, which amazes everyone at school. During this time, he becomes closer to his daughter. Kim's father runs into debt collectors, but Chan intervenes, although he does not want to be protected. In the end, the security guard deals with the debt collectors. Chan comes to Misoon at a restaurant, and they have a nice conversation until a drunken company ruins their meeting. Eventually, Chan tells her who he really is and proves he is right. They reminisce about the past, but part on a negative note. At this time, Chan's daughter is invited to a party, and she agrees. While Chan is dealing with his ex-wife, a friend calls him and he rushes to the party. At the party, hooligans begin to bully the girl, but then Chan appears. Together, they deal with the crowd, and everything ends well. After this incident, Chan becomes popular, and even his daughter confesses her love to him. She tells her mother about it, and she is shocked, blaming Chan for everything. The daughter asks a lot of questions, and Chan can't find anything better than to tell the truth. At this time, Chan's competitor tries to kill him, but he comes to his senses in time. Chan returns home and explains the situation. Then he and his father-in-law go to Misoon. Chan wants to deceive her as if he returned to his body, but the competitor again spoils his plans, and a fight begins. Chan is unlucky, and when a knife ends up at his throat, Misoon risks her life to save him. They have a heart-to-heart talk and sort things out. Meanwhile, the father-in-law learns about his wife's setup and invites Chan for a serious talk. Since there is a schoolboy in Chan's body, he is given an earpiece through which he is told what to do. As a result of a difficult conversation, the father-in-law offers Chan the inheritance that was supposed to belong to his daughter. However, his wife claims that he has a child on the side. Kim talks about his family, refusing the inheritance in favor of his family. After the conversation, Chan hugs him. After the accident, Chan is in serious condition and the whole family comes to him. He tries to explain but loses consciousness along with Kim. 6 months pass and Kim returns to school already in his body, having become a star. Chan, meanwhile, opens a restaurant that Misoon gave him. Kim comes to them with her daughter and everything ends wonderfully. On such a wonderful note, the film ends. I also advise you to watch other videos on my channel. Good luck!